Wait a second. This ain't the wild area? Why are you back over in this one town that nobody cares about? Why are you all the way over there when you should be all the way back in the wild area to go over to Hammerlock? Well, at least in this recording session anyways, we're gonna go over into all armor in this session, in this, well, I would say session. I mean, for me, a session, but overall, yeah. Hey guys and gals, 3D and welcome back for some more Pokemon Shield. I would say for those who weren't there I don't think, I'm so used to doing live streams, but, for those who weren't, or just have not seen the last few parts, we did a lot of stuff. We did stuff. I don't know why I'm doing all the normal stuff right here, but I am anyways. Before we head in, right here, I should bring up two things. One thing, I quote-unquote grinded. I say quote-unquote as... the only real point I got to is I just got Meowstic a level. That's the only real thing I did. So, our Esper is now a Meowstic, and our Meowstic is running, Disarming Voice, Magical Leaf, Fake Out, and Psybeam. So, not a bad move pool to start things off, and something I did discover as I was doing a little bit of research on Meowstic. Female Meowstic specifically cannot learn Charm for level up. However, they can still learn Charm via TM, and if I was continuing the gym challenge, then I would be getting that almost ASAP. But I'm gonna be holding off on continuing our little Hunger Game gym challenge for now. But besides that, everybody else at least got a level. Like, again, I didn't really do any grinding for the most part, as knowing what we're doing here today, grinding is going to be kind of unnecessary, as I am already massively overleveled for the Isle Armor. No joke. I can sweep through most of it just fine on my own, and with my levels being the way they are right now. Also, one other thing I'm going to bring up right here is that we did get a name suggestion during, in between this recording session and the next one, and the last one. We got one nickname suggestion for our Applin right here, and that suggested name was Pie. So, our Applin is now Pie. Another thing that I also got notified on, and I thank this person for letting me know about this because I completely forgot about it, but I was wrong about not being able to evolve Applin until like 6th gen. We can evolve Applin the moment we get the Hammerlock, which I completely forgot about. And to be like, I straight up just kind of forgot about it. I'll openly admit that right there. I just did. So as of now, I'm debating on raising Applin up, just so we can have an Applin for the playthrough, as I don't really have much of a coverage for, I don't really have much coverage for Dragon type since I got rid of Milcery for now. Again, for now. I might add it back on later, who knows. That much I'll say right there. You have to do Pokemon Pokedex just so I can do that. Well, thanks for that. When you caught out a lot of Pokemon Isle Armor, come back, show your Pokedex. Your reward, there is a pretty good reward for play the Isle Armor Dex. I have yet to do that on my own time, actually. I will ultimately admit that much right there, but I'm supposed to join the dojo on the island today, but there's a strange person standing outside the station. I'm scared to head out. Actually, shoot, really are a weird man. You truly are. Yeah, the strangest feeling we've met before, but you can't recall. And here I thought amnesia was Slowpoke's move. My name is Avery. I'm a senior member of the dojo. You are to join. Dude, you got the wrong person. You're here to join the Master Dojo, are you not? I also train there. My goodness, this is a thick one. Like a poor lost ruler. It's up to me, as an elegant adult, to make sure they get the message. Perhaps show of strength is the best way to get to know each other. I'll wait you outside. Once you're ready, come out and face me. Time to show who the better trainer is. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. The moment we get here, there's already a snark. All right, we have Bede 2.0. He has to die now. But this. You see all this nice, lovely stuff right here. All the nice, just lovely stuff in general. This is your first visit to the Isle Armor. I would no doubt that you like to run around and explore freely, but first, let's make sure you can truly handle yourself. Naturally, as a member of the Master Dojo, I'll be using my second powers to test your strength. Come on, don't overexert yourself. I will not be overexerting myself whatsoever. In fact, despite being a second type, user, I'm using my own second type against them. Why? Why not? Because... Okay, yeah, look, it's level 10. You're intended to do this as soon as you're available. Well, as soon as you get the Slowpoke out, in the train station. I like to say it's around there is when you're actually supposed to go over into Isle Armor. Which I kind of went way overboard with this possibility. So there's kind of that right there. So again, I'll just be sweeping through Isle Armor for the most part, mostly because of this. So I'll be hardly getting any XP throughout this entire thing, which, you know, it is what it is. But the awards and benefits that you can get for Isle Armor will make everything well worth it in the end. Could you give me a moment? Improbable, no, impossible. What kind of trick did this kid use? If a trainer of this talent arrives at the dojo, then the people there very well may suffer amnesia about my very existence. If only I can get rid of her. But I'm tasked with escorting her to the dojo. Ahem. You have potential. Why, you made me use a whole 3% of my strength. Still, how shall I put this? Our dojo is a respected place, where even the famous champion Leon trained. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think you're quite up to the sniff. Therefore, I suggest you ignore the Master Dojo standing over there and head home as soon as you're done seeing the sights. I suppose you can have this, too? That's a parting gift. Okay. Thank you for the style card. We can get different hairstyles and whatnot now, so yay. I don't know. You go teleport. But with that awkward aside out of the way, yeah, we're gonna go over and start exploring a little bit. Getting money to start things off, and that's a great way to get introduced to the wild area, and even more money. We're just gonna get rich by the end of this now, aren't we? I see another thing right there. Galaric I really cannot pronounce stuff, but we get that twig, which is an item necessary to evolve Galarian Slowpoke, but I'm not actually able to evolve it until way later, unfortunately, but this kind of is what it is right there. But we can get our encounter for this part of Isle Armor, which we get a Baneri. Now, unfortunately for me, I am massively over-leveled. So, anything I would do would most likely kill these guys in absolute no problem. So, I'm just kind of stuck throwing the Pokeball ASAP in this case right here. So, with that being said, Ultra Ball right away? I don't know. I probably really shouldn't waste one of my Ultra Balls right away. And sweet critical capture. Nice. First critical capture of the playthrough. I'll take those. I'll definitely take those. So that's our encounter for well, this part of the Isle Armor anyways. I will be exploring as much of the Isle Armor as I can before we actually start doing the plot here. But, as per usual with all the mods I've been getting, if there's a nickname suggestion you have for this Baneri, I am perfectly open to any nicknames that you guys got. And in terms of natures, it could be better. Mine's attack plus special defense. Runaway, I mean, Runaway would be at least kind of useful for the most part. It would be, just to get away from harder fights, but even then. And actually, just so I have them on that can at least not kill these guys, no problem, or any of that sort. What I don't even have, that would be good. Again, most of the stuff here will most likely kill these guys, no problem. Milcery wouldn't be a bad mod to have for this. So I'll put Dreadnought in the box for now. And I'll have Milcery up for now, as it can't really do much in terms of damage anyways, so at least I kind of benefit for that. At least anyways. But, that kind of, with all that being kind of done and said, I'm just gonna go over, we're gonna explore, just explore, see what kind of items that we can get, as there are some pretty good items that we can grab here. And really just see what kind of mons we can potentially get, but not get. Which also means getting more Sunstones and Evolution Stones, really. Just in general. That's just kind of how that's gonna go. Anyways. Just kind of cross this bridge right here, or don't. Okay, we can get a random Diglett. Just coming out of nowhere, right there. Well, not really coming out of nowhere, it's just kind of there. Thank you for fighting my Diglett. I see this is the Alolan variety. Oh, I didn't expect to meet someone who knows about it. That's why this Diglett's from Alola. When I traveled to Alola, I fell in love with these adorable 3 hairs. You caught a lot of Digletts there and came back. But they went somewhere and you looked away for a second. Wow. No doubt. All the other Digletts. I mean, we can do that. Wait! Whoa! Okay. Back up for a second. 150 Digletts. Dude. I know you love Diglett, but that's a lot of Digletts. That is a ton of Digletts, and it's just kind of unnecessary for you to have that many. It just is. Like, dude, seriously, just don't do that. Don't have that many Digletts. Because you can only use 6 in a battle. Just kind of pointing that out right there. Anyways, Digletts. You can find these Digletts in each part of the island, and depending on how many Digletts you find, you can get different Alolan forms of certain of other Pokemon. So Pokemon like Vulpix, these Vulpix, Slowpoke. You can get their Alolan forms or Cantonian forms. Either or, just really just different forms in general. I will be ignoring the Digletts for now, as I do plan to hunt for all of them in just a singular recording session, and just kind of as a guide to find to where to find all the Digletts. So that is something I want to do at some point, but as of now, I'm not going to do that quite yet. So, well, let me know you got a bike, because I work for Runner. Okay, well, I'll let you know when I can get it, when I got a bike that can traverse for water. Alright, I guess I'm not gonna get the good thing now. We can get a, wow! I kind of forgot you can get sweet apples here also. So no, we can get our apples on right now if I really wanted one, but I'm not gonna get it quite yet. And we're getting a Skiribby for our encounter right here, which is actually not a bad mon. The typing for it when it evolves is pretty good. Like, just straight up, this thing is straight up amazing when it evolves. The typing of Poison Dark, only with its only weakness being Dark. Well, not Dark, but with its only weakness being Ground is honestly not all that bad. It's not. And I don't think a Draining Kiss should kill it. I hope it doesn't. I mean, I'm like, Lord knows how many levels higher than that, but even then, I can't really do much damage to begin with. Nor can it do much damage to me also, as I'm pretty high leveled. But I'm not gonna take any more chances. We'll go over and throw a Nest Ball, as we just randomly got one, and this was probably, I don't know, Idle Armor will be like the last place where the Nest Balls will be useful. So any Nest Balls that I get here, I'll use them here, as they're not really gonna be all that useful later on when we run into Pokemon that are above 30s. Around then, they're not really gonna be all that useful. But if you guys have, with all that being said, you have a nickname for the Skiribby, leave a comment on the video, or just anywhere in general, and I will go over and change the nickname for it. And I'm kind of seeing where this is going so far. I mean, the nature for it's not bad in terms of defensive purposes. It's plus defense actually does help it out quite a bit, and that battle armor is also pretty nice. Moveset it has is not all that bad. It's not. I'm probably not gonna raise it, but it's still not bad whatsoever. Much I can say right there. Got a bottle of protein, which I'll be using that at some point. Not right now, but at some point. We can get TRs. May I mention TRs, not TMs, but TRs. You can find TRs scattered throughout the Allen armor, which is pretty nice. And just overall, you can get some pretty nice stuff from that. From the TRs. So again, there's also just kind of that right there. This area in general is pretty big, as there are a lot of stuff hidden around here, which includes a bunch of Digletts, which, again, 150 Digletts. Like, dude, seriously. No one needs that many Digletts. Just it's kind of unnecessary, but whatever. You gotta hold this down, which is nice if you want to evolve a Happiny to a Chansey, which I mean you can find Wild Chanseys just fine out here, so it's really not all that great. I can say that much right there. Besides that, we can randomly run into random stuff out here. You know, it didn't actually mean to run into this thing, but whatever. Thankfully for me, I could just run away from it just fine, so... Well, thankfully it wasn't really that big of a deal in the end, but even then... And oh boy, oh wait, shoot! There, the next thing I know, there's a bull running right towards me. It's like you're just kind of leisurely exploring the wild area. Next thing you know, you see just the island, and then next thing you know, you see a giant bull rushing right towards you with the look of death in its eyes. It wants you dead in the end. It just straight up does. Also, we got a serious mint, which is actually... Well, this is something I wasn't expecting to get here that soon, but the mints. The mints are items, and pretty much a gift from the gods, really. That will allow you to change the nature of a Pokemon. Serious mint, making the Pokemon nature neutral. So, if you have a Pokemon that has a pretty bad nature, and you want to change it, since you kind of want to use it or something like that, you can throw a Serious Mint at it. You can throw a Serious Mint at it, or just the mint of your choice, really, and you can get rid of the ability from there. So, it is pretty handy in terms of that. I think I explored just, I would say just about everything in not one area in particular, but we are in our next area. And within the next area, we can get an encounter. So, what are we getting here? We are getting ourselves a Carablast, which, they're... I mean... I might as well catch this thing for Duke's Claws, specifically, just so... just in case I run into this thing again in the future. I can at least call Duke's Claws from there, and not have to worry about it. So, I mean, for the most part, kind of unfortunate that I got this thing as my encounter, but at the exact same time, at least it kind of gets that out of the... I can at least get this thing out of the way, and I can potentially get something better. That much I can say right there, and the... Okay, the ability... the nature for it, though, is actually pretty good. My special attack plus defense isn't too bad. It's not too bad for it whatsoever. Unfortunately for me, it's a trait evolution. So yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to evolve this thing. It's just not gonna happen. It just sucks. It does. We can get Epicorns randomly around this area right here. Which we can use Epicorns to make special Pokeballs, like some of the special Pokeballs that we've gotten so far from Ball Guy, stuff like the War Ball, and just really just stuff of that nature, really. So it's just that right there, really. Besides all that, though, I'd love to say besides all that, apparently, that's the way out of the forest, which I do not want to leave quite yet, as there's still some stuff I can get here. Yeah, pretty much like for, I don't know, this part, well, I'm not entirely sure how my future self is gonna be handling this. I don't know, like probably like part 1, part 1 of this is probably just going to be me exploring the island. Then part 2 will be just me going over and doing actual like story progress. at least going over and doing that. That's probably how I'm going to handle this. Most likely how I'm going to be handling this. I don't know, this is probably, that's how I see myself doing this. So, I think we're just about good for... Actually, no, we're not. Okay, well... Now we're just about good for the forest right here. I can't quite get that item yet. And... Well, I didn't think I actually went up there or not, but... Either way, we're gonna make our way towards here. And I honestly have not been paying too much attention to the names of these areas, but we're heading down to the trading lowlands, and we're gonna get our encounter here. So, what are we gonna be getting for our encounter here? A Lillipop! We got ourselves a not bad mon, and honestly, not a bad normal type just in general. This thing's already in its 20s, so I can immediately use it, and I can also go over and safely weaken the thing a little bit. With the Meowstick, I don't have to use Milcery this time, which I think happens for that. One disarming voice should be good enough for this. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't want to go over and unintentionally kill this thing. I mean, it might happen. It's a pretty good possibility of that happening, but I'd rather it not happen. And I'll probably kill a lot, because why not? So... There we go. If you guys have a suggestion for a nickname for the Lillipump, and same goes for the Carablast we got earlier ago, feel free to leave a comment on the video or anywhere else really, and I will go over and change the name to the name that you recommend. But for anything else, what did we get for this thing? Wow! Out of everything, I get the worst nature for a Lillipop. Modest nature Lillipop is the thing that you don't want, as this thing is a physical attacker. It's not a special attacker whatsoever, so that hurts it. Thankfully for me, I did get a Serious Mint, so I can change that if I really want to use this thing. But for now, I'm not gonna change it. Again, just for now. Maybe later, but not now. Despite for the fact that we got our encounter here, I'm still gonna look around to see what I can potentially get here. Minus more of these little twigs right here, and more random Digletts that I just kind of keep fighting around here. And as tempted as I am to go over and well, kind of get them out of the way, I won't for now. I'm pretty sure I'm upsetting some people by not going over and getting these Digletts. I am pretty positive that I am upsetting somebody by doing this. Very positive about that. Get an upgrade, which is an item necessary to evolve. That is an item necessary to evolve Lord Porygon, which we won't be getting for a little while. And even then, I can't even evolve it because it's a trait evolution. So I'm just out of luck in terms of that. Which it just is what it is, really. I'm going to be heading in here despite for the fact that I cannot get any encounters at all in this one cave in particular in the next area. As there are no random encounters out here, minus the static encounters that you can, well, not the static encounters, but the encounters that you can see out in the field. So, unfortunately for me, I am out of luck with these, with the encounters here. But that doesn't mean for the fact that, that doesn't mean that we can still get some good items here. As there are some pretty good items that we can find around these areas over here. So we're gonna go over and just, well, grab these items, as they can be pretty useful. As we can get a TM for Drill Run, which is not bad whatsoever. We can potentially use that for a mod later. And really, Ammo Armor is probably gonna be my only way of actually getting TRs for this playthrough. As I'm not grinding up watts or anything like that to randomly get TRs or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that at all. Also, kind of just realized that this is also gonna be my way of getting the charcoals, mystic waters, and the miracle seeds. As, well, I mean, I can also get them later down the road for a daily event. I could, but I'm most likely not gonna be doing too much with that. So I'm not gonna say where you can actually do it, as we've not gone to that town yet. But when we eventually get to it, sure, I'll point it out there. But for now, I won't be doing that whatsoever. You get a rocky helmet, which is a nice little hull item to have right here. Get some more soft sand, and most likely even more soft sand. Okay, no, it's back to Stardust. Star piece, flame orb, which is honestly something I'm not going to be using for this playthrough in particular. As I mean, there's literally no benefit for me to use it, to have it. There's none to begin with in terms of that. Just to make sure there's not anything else I can find around here. Okay, there's still some stuff that I can potentially find here, which is just more. It's just more wishing pieces and just bags of Stardust. More stuff that I can really just use for selling. And more miracle seeds, and as tempted as I am to go over and kill that Chansey, I won't do it. Because I don't know, I don't really need to, don't really need to grind. I don't. So, but we'll head out. We'll leave this area at this point after I grab this one last hidden item, which is just another thing that I won't be using. We got a quick ball, which I will 100% take those. Those are a catcher's best friend, as that has a high chance of catching a Pokemon first turn. So the moment you run into a random encounter, throw a quick ball at it right away, see if you get it. If you do, sweet. If not, then you're just gonna have to do it the normal way then. It is a gift to the heavens, is what I will describe it as. I can say that right there. Anyways, is there there's another area over there that we can go to, and we can grab some carbos, which is nice. We head up Challenger's Road, which we can get an encounter here. So what can we get here is the question, and we can get ourselves a Monfu, which is also not a bad mine. It's not whatsoever. Unfortunately, it doesn't evolve until 50s, Like, literally, level 50 exactly is when it evolves, but still, it's a great mod to have. I can say that right there. I will send Vikavolt out against this thing. And just kind of weaken it a little bit with Butt Slap. Because, I mean, might as well go over and do that. Just straight up, might as well. Try to use Fake Out, but it's not the first turn anymore, so joke's on you. I'll do like one more Butt Slap, and that should do the job. Or that actually a little bit more. Doing reversal, which around my levels isn't going to do too much. But, I'll throw a Great Ball at it. We'll see if that does anything. Which hopefully it should do something. It did. Okay. So, the fool has been caught. We've got the thing. Yay! Again, this is just about with every other mon. Got a nickname for Fu right here. I am all down for any of the suggestions you got for it. Neutral nature, which is honestly for the better, to be completely honest. It's Fake Out, Reversal, Fury Swipes, and it's not a bad moveset. Not a particularly bad moveset whatsoever. It's one that I could potentially live with, and who knows, I might use it, might not. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to kind of say about that. I'm just kind of debate on using it really, just entirely. But minus more Diglets. We get a Metal Coat, which boosts up the power of Steel type moves, and also an item necessary to evolve a certain mon. Well, two certain mons actually. Before Owl Armor, it used to be Steelix, but now since Scyther is part of the Dex, it can also be used to evolve Scyther to Scizor, the Scizor. So there's also that. I like to say this is another area where we can't really get an encounter either, unless there's a spot where I can fish at. And if there is a spot that I can fish at, then I will go over and try to see if I can fish for it. And just kind of fish ourselves an encounter. As I mean, something I could really use is more water types. That's a type that I could use more of. Because I mean, I'm not saying that Dreadnought's bad or anything like that. I'm not whatsoever, but I don't know, I could do something a little different. I could. You get a rare bone, you get a dust stone around this early in the game nonetheless. And I thought that was the spot that you can fish at for a second, but it's not. Nor am I seeing any over here really. Oh, here maybe? No? Alright then. Well, I guess I can't get an encounter here then. Which is just it's whatever. It's not really all that big of a deal in the end. It's not. I can live without an encounter for that area specifically. I can. With all that being said, though, I do need to kind of backtrack back towards. Actually, let me. Well, I could probably just fly right. I could probably just fly right over. And actually, flying over might be more of a smarter. Actually, no. I was going to say it might be more of a smarter thing for me to fly over, but. It's not. I'm a little bit closer. I'm I'd be a lot closer here than I am right now if I were to, than me going over and just kind of flying over to that area and just kind of bike my way over from there. I can say that there. But we're back to the soothing wetlands, and we are now not going to make our way towards that area, as that's just... as we have no way to go over and traverse for water to begin with. So let's just straight up wet rep right there, and yeah, I think this is about the best we can do in terms of encounters, as everything else is all over water for the most part. So I don't know, just this is about the best we can do. So I go over and grab more of these twigs and the whatnot and stuff, really. Damp rock while I'm at it, which is kind of nice. We are gonna make our way towards the dojo at this point.